Stop waiting for spring. If you wait for the snow to melt and the soil to warm up, you are already 3 to 4 weeks behind your neighbors. The secret to achieving a truly massive bumper harvest this summer isn't planting in May. It's starting right now, indoors. Every day you delay is a day lost in the crucial growing cycle. For many of the most rewarding summer crops, the ones that produce fruit nonstop for months, we must give them a critical head start. In this video, I will show you the 7 essential seeds that you need to sow today. These specific seeds demand indoor protection and a long germination period to guarantee they are ready to produce huge yields the moment they hit the summer sun. Don't miss out on your biggest harvest ever. Let's get these seeds started. First on the essential list are tomatoes, the undisputed king of the summer garden, and the crop most often started too late. Tomatoes demand a long, warm season to mature. We aren't talking about cherry tomatoes. We're focused on the large, beefsteak or heirloom varieties that give you that massive yield. These varieties require a window of 6 to 8 weeks indoors before the last expected frost date. If you delay, your plants won't have the size, strength, and complexity required to set fruit heavily when the heat truly arrives. When starting them now, focus on giving them plenty of light. Using dedicated grow lights is non-negotiable, and ensure the soil remains consistently warm, ideally between 75 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Starting them early and hardening them off properly is the only way to guarantee the largest, earliest, and most abundant summer harvest of tomatoes. Next up is peppers, the perfect partner to tomatoes, but they demand even more patience and consistent heat. If your goal is a massive harvest of large, thick-walled bell peppers or aggressively spicy chilies, you cannot afford to start them late. Peppers require the longest growing window of any common summer crop, demanding 8 to 10 weeks indoors before you even think about moving them outside. Their seeds are notoriously slow and hesitant to germinate, often needing warmer soil temperatures than tomatoes, ideally a constant 80 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Using a dedicated heat mat is not optional here. It is mandatory for success. Starting them now gives the seedlings the essential size and strong root systems needed to push out an abundance of flowers and fruits a moment the summer weather allows. Plant them late, and you'll get a handful of tiny peppers. Plant them now, and you'll be overwhelmed with yield. The third essential seed you must sow indoors now is eggplant, often referred to as the tropical powerhouse of the garden. While they belong to the same family as tomatoes and peppers, eggplants are even more sensitive to cold and require an equally long, if not longer, period of warmth to mature and set their fruit heavily. They need a minimum of 8 weeks indoors and sometimes even up to 10 weeks to develop the strong base and deep root system necessary to support a massive yield of heavy fruits later on. Just like peppers, eggplants are heat fiends, demanding soil temperatures consistently above 75 degrees Fahrenheit for reliable germination. If you wait until spring, the short season will prevent your eggplants from fully maturing before the cool weather returns, resulting in small, bitter, and sparse fruits. Starting them early and providing that continuous, gentle warmth indoors is the non-negotiable key to a successful eggplant harvest. The fourth, and often overlooked seed that must be sown indoors now is bulb onions, started from seed. Most people opt for small onion sets, but if your goal is a truly massive, uniform, and superior quality onion harvest, growing them from seed is mandatory. Onions are notoriously slow starters that demand a lengthy indoor growing window. To develop a significant bulb, they require approximately 10 to 12 weeks indoors before their transplant date. They need to reach the thickness of a pencil before they are ready to go outside. If you delay this planting, your plants will attempt to bulb without achieving enough foliage growth, resulting in small, disappointing onions. The secret to successful seed starting for onions is patience, ensuring stable, cool temperatures temperatures early on, and never cutting the tops when they are young. Give them this massive head start, and your summer onion harvest will be unmatched. The fifth crop on our essential list is artichokes, and this is where the head start becomes truly critical. If you live in a climate where artichokes are treated as annuals, meaning they must produce their harvest in the first year, you need to start them incredibly early to trick them into flowering. Artichokes require a period of vernalization or cold stratification to convince the plant that it has survived winter, which then triggers it to produce the edible flower buds. This means you must start them indoors now, give them 8 to 10 weeks of growth, and then expose them to controlled near-freezing temperatures for several weeks. Without this crucial early start and cold treatment, your plants will only produce massive foliage and no edible buds before the season ends. Starting them now is the only way to guarantee the successful harvest of this exotic, high-value crop in your first growing season. The sixth seed you must sow indoors now is okra, a true sun worshiper and a vegetable that will give you an unparalleled massive yield once the summer heat arrives. Okra thrives in sweltering conditions and, much like peppers, needs a substantial head start to reach maturity. We are looking at a period of 4 to 6 weeks indoors before the last threat of frost. The key challenge with okra is its hard seed coat. This requires pre-treatment, specifically scarification or soaking overnight, to ensure good germination rates. If you skip this indoor phase and sow directly outside, the plant will waste too much of the short summer season developing its structure, delaying pod production until late in the year. Starting okra early and providing it that initial, consistent warmth indoors is how you ensure a prolific harvest that keeps producing right up until the first frost of autumn. The seventh and final seed you must sow indoors now is rosemary. While you can easily buy small rosemary plants in the spring, starting this woody perennial from seed is the only way to establish large, mature shrubs that provide an abundant harvest for years to come. Rosemary is famously slow to germinate and even slower to grow in its early stages. It often requires 10 to 12 weeks indoors, sometimes even more, just to reach a viable transplant size. If you wait until spring, the seedlings won't be robust enough to handle the transition outdoors, and they will spend the entire summer playing catch-up, never reaching a mature size before the cold returns. Starting rosemary now, giving it stable, warm conditions, is an essential long-term investment. It ensures your plant is hardened off, strong, and ready to establish itself as a massive perennial culinary staple in your garden. So there you have it. These 7 essential seeds, from the long-term investment of rosemary to the heat-demanding peppers and the slow-starting onions, all require your immediate attention indoors. Remember this: every day you delay sowing these seeds now is a day you steal from your ultimate summer yield. You have the blueprint. You have the knowledge to guarantee a massive, successful harvest this year, far earlier than your neighbors. Don't waste the short growing season by planting small, late starts. Take action now. Go get your supplies, secure your heat mats, and start sowing today. Stop waiting for spring. Start growing your biggest garden yet.